This week's Parsha is the story of the terrible sin and the Jewish people fell for the golden calf. Which, by the way, just to break a myth, it wasn't the Jewish people fell for it. It was a very small minority. Out of the 3 million people standing on Mount Sinai, only about 3,000 of them sinned and fell for that sin. So that's just to break that myth. But the question is still there. How could those people, that minority, how could they have fallen for such a terrible mistake when they had just experienced a national revelation? They saw God come down on Mount Sinai, reveal himself to the entire nation. How could they fall to such a low level? You see, relationships, when it's not built, relationships when we don't work on them actively to build our relationship, it becomes pretty empty. And when there's a mistake in a relationship, when someone falls and they're not helping each other out actively, that's when they begin to think, hey, wait a second, we should be so much closer. Many times, a flaw in a relationship is a stepping stone to bring you so much closer. To say, hey, we weren't close enough, we see now, because had we been really close, we would have never have had that mistake in our relationship. Hashem wanted us to recognize that when you're on such a high level, you may think, hey, I'm at the top, I'm there. But with a relationship, and especially a relationship with God, there's no such thing being there. You constantly have to work on yourself to come even closer and even closer. And Hashem wanted to teach us this little lesson that, you know what, even if you're on the highest level, you could still fall. And never stop working actively in building that relationship. We have to recognize that however close we feel to Hashem, and when we have great moments and high moments, we're close to Hashem, recognize that you're still not there. You're great, but there's no end in how great you could become, even closer to Hashem, and build your relationship way more. Thank you and good Shabbos all. This week we have 3 Shabbatons the traveling Hasidim are traveling to. We have a new community in Kendall, Florida. Looking forward to join the traveling Hasidim family. And there's a good group going to England, Shigwell in the UK. And of course, we can't forget about the Project Inspire convention, which the traveling Hasidim will be joining. Looking forward to a great Shabbaton all over the world. Good Shabbos all.